real good.
Hello world, and welcome back to another brand spanking new episode of Golfing the Villages. Today we have traveled up north to take on the most senior course on the Villages list of executive courses, known as Hilltop. Prior to 1985, Hilltop was more of a practice facility before being reshaped into an executive course. Hilltop is a par 28, meaning you do have one par 4, and the course is rated as a level 2 according to the Villages rating system. Take note that unlike other executive courses you have witnessed on this channel, Hilltop only utilizes 2 teeing locations: the forward green teeing grounds and a rear gold teeing ground. The course is fairly short and plays 1,347 yards total from the rear tees, which incidentally is where we're playing from today. So without further ado, let's get after it. Here we are now on the first tee in the mid 90 degrees on this gorgeous summer day here in the Villages. I've got a 146 to the center, but with the downhill slope, got this playing 137. I'm looking at hitting this pitching wedge. This pitching wedge now starts at the flag, now is cutting hard. Gonna miss the green and just plug in the lip there and catch the trap.
Just splashed it.
Wanted to try to avoid this from off the tee, but this ball's plugged a little just below the lip, so it brings some difficulty to the shot where you got to kind of stick the club in and get the ball to pop out and roll. And then you'll see what the greens look like in a minute here. That's pretty good to get that out. Maybe I was aimed a little too far right of the flag. Now the greens are pretty furry here. I don't know if it's almost like a little shag carpet, but this is a 6-footer now to try and save par. Leaving the pin in, roll it up to the cup, and maybe that was good. It's in the hole for par. We'll definitely talk more about the greens as this round goes on, but over to the second tee now. 123 on the marker, 111 to the hole, but 116 adjusted is the uphill yardage from the Bushnell Laser. This is gap wedge. On the way now, left of the green, not turning, not cutting back, gonna actually whoopsie daisy hit the cart path, take a nice little bounce forward and stay in a good spot. I did get the lucky kick up and forward with the gap wedge there hitting the cart path. So now we've got the 56 degree. We're going to open it up slightly, and the trick of this shot is carrying it far enough with how furry the greens are. So you see I just carried it on the green, and that wasn't enough to get it all the way to the hole with how slow and kind of how furry they are. That now leaves me 8 feet for par with putter in hand, rolling it up to the cup and in the hole. Well done, good par. So staying even through our first 2 holes is good golf there. As we step onto the third tee, again another par 3, 147, 149 to the pin, adjusted is 145. I did gear down with pitching wedge. This one's on the way. This might have been the wrong call. It's coming up a little short, although it wasn't well struck, but it's going to miss the green. Third straight missed green in a row gives us another opportunity with the sand wedge here to try to make some magic happen. Now, having seen the last shot, I know what to expect. Get a nice little bounce, a little bit of rollout. Ooh, almost hold it. That's pretty decent there. Now that's going to leave us with 3 feet to try and save par and keep our scorecard clean. Oh, real firm, but back of the cup and in. Good par. Now over to the fourth tee there, playing 134, but 139 to the pin, and maybe slightly up the hill is 142. I've got the 9-iron and just trying to hit it solid. Not really well struck. This one starts right and goes right. It's actually going to miss the green. I took a little too much off this swing. We are consistently missing greens here. We are 0 for 4. We've got that 56 working overtime here. Carried that just on too far and pulled it too far to the left. So trying to hit one in there for birdie, but haven't made one on camera in a while. Now with 7 feet to try to save par. Again, the furry greens, you feel like you want to hammer it and hit it. A little bobble and just missed on the right-hand edge. Oh, that is a break your heart, tap in bogey. Well, we couldn't get that one upsies downsies, but now we're on to the fifth tee. 84 yards. This is a ticklish sand wedge playing 79 yards to the flag. Don't have to do too much with this one. Just give this a little pop and get it going. It's very, very flat. Looking to make a good swing here. Yes, this is perfect. This is at the flag now, a little right of. It's going to take one hop and sit. Well done. That last sand wedge produced a 7-footer here to try and make birdie and bring our score back to even par. Rolling it up and in. Wow, yes, strong birdie, well done. So after converting that 7-footer, the crowd was going wild as we step on the 6th tee. Also a par 3, playing 120 yards, but just 114 to the pin. I'm going back to this new gap wedge that I'm quite fond of. Looking forward to hit some great shots with it. This is well struck now. It is left of. It's going to go left and hit the green about hole high. Really good to control the distance here, just the direction. This was a little too far left. This is 28 feet. There is some break, and the question is how much with how furry the greens are. So I did send it out to that edge there, which was my left to right, our right to left. Didn't make it back to the hole, but have this 1-2-footer tap in for par. Yep, well done. As we make our way to the 7th hole, it's 101 yards, but playing 97 to the pin. I have now hit 2 out of 6 greens, looking to hit a third. That would be awesome with this sand wedge. This is just another smooth swing. Beautifully well struck, hands high, ball now traveling. This is really good. This is on the green. Well done. 13 feet is in the scoring zone for this putter now. If I can just roll this up to the cup, we can get to 1 under for the round. This one's moving a little right to left and buries it in the back of the cup for another birdie. Well done.
It did.
Had a decision here with the par 4 8th, playing 318 yards. Out of bounds left, there's a waste bunker on the right. I decided to go ahead and be aggressive with the driver. This is up the left side now, cutting back. This is gorgeous. This is going to be deep down the center of the fairway.
Down there.
Well done. That last drive was in the 260 neighborhood, giving me 55 yards up the hill now on this second approach shot. Got that sand wedge out again, and this one is pretty tight little flick, although I get a little long, little loose, put a little too much acceleration. It's going to be on the back of the green.
You're gonna really just take some.
Now with 41 feet from the back of the green there, putting back toward the middle, got this really long range look at birdie. I'm not playing too much break. I am playing a little outside the hole, but you can see it starts to work back. It just doesn't work back as much because, again, the greens are a little furry and a little dried out, but still got this to tap in, make a par on the par 4. Well done. Well, as I step on the 9th tee, everything seems to be going my way, and I'm pretty happy here. 115 yards, 104 to the hole, but 107 up the hill adjusted. After hitting 4 out of 8 greens in regulation, I'm going to go ahead and take this gap wedge and push it right into the tree. Or pull it, excuse me. Pulled that into the tree. It did come out, though.
It did.
Just have to laugh sometimes. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. And so here we are now after hitting the tree. Got lucky that it came out here. It was sitting down. It was really hard to find it, actually. This is some thicker rough. I've got the 56 degree, just the total feel shot, just trying to get it on the green and not dump it. A little too thin for my liking, has no spin, obviously coming out of the rough, rolls out. That is now 28 feet back down the hill toward the cup. Would love to just get this in the hole. Ooh, and try to stay 1 under, but now just miss. Rolls out a little more to about 4 feet, but in the hole for a bogey. That'll be even par round. Well, that is another successful vlog in the books. 2 birdies and 2 bogeys to offset each other for an even par outing. Final tally on some stats are as follows: 4 out of 9 greens in regulation, 3 out of 5 scrambling, and 13 total putts. I think Hilltop offers Northern Villagers a great opportunity to work on their game, especially the short game, but in a dynamic situation like on the course. I thought it was well presented and had some very gorgeous scenery. But what did you think? Please tell me and let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we will see you on the course.